What's up, everybody? Katoya here. You are listening to Sum It Up with the Sumners. And yes, I am Katoya, and this is
Damon.
And we are going to have some fun today. We are going to talk a little bit about what the chat rooms are saying.
Simple solutions.
It's pretty much simple solutions, but from another resource. So we'll get into where those are coming from, but not before we read our review. As you know, we're trying to get to 100. 100? 100? Yes. Cero.
Una mil.
We are trying to get to 100. If I say it different ways, will you help us get there? Maybe I should have looked up a lot of different ways. I can do different voices.
That's all we got, different
but
accents.
I don't know if I can give you a lot of different
100?
languages.
No,
100.
We would not try to do that.
However, we got one coming in today.
Yeah, we do.
From?
Let's get into it. This one is titled Lovely and Helpful from Tootie Eisenhower 420. We had time to unpack that. 5 stars though, baby. You know what it is. It says, the Sumners are such a delightful couple to listen to. Their show is fun and they give great, honest, and practical advice on a myriad of topics.
Come on, girl.
Come on. Tootie Eisenhower 420?
Tootie Eisenhower.
Tootie Eisenhower 420.
Appreciate you, girl. 420. Man, that's a lot. That is a lot.
It's a lot, just each.
Tootie, she sound black. Eisenhower don't. And then 420 sound like weed. I don't know what's going on. But we love you, girl. And we appreciate you for that.
Appreciate the review.
And that is who we try to be. Y'all be summing us up so well.
They be summing us up pretty well.
Boo. Sum it up with the Sumners.
God, dog. Listen, we're going to get into it today. We are talking about crazy. Simple solutions. If you haven't heard our simple solution episodes before, really quick, the summary is basically that we get into the webs. We've done Reddit a few times. Today we're going into the world of the Facebook pages, Facebook groups, and we give simple solutions to relationship, marriage, dating questions that people have. And we give it simple solutions.
I'd like to say that I said chats earlier, that's kind of funny. That I feel like I immediately dated myself in them chat rooms. What? You in chat rooms?
Ma'am.
Black Planet in MySpace. My bad.
Black
Not
Planet.
Necessarily chat rooms, but yes, groups.
Black Planet.
Where people are still chatting. Okay, It is called Facebook Messenger, but it's called Open Chat.
Well, Facebook groups are just the new era of chat rooms.
Yeah, that's all it is.
Literally, the comment section is just the chat room.
But anyway, that's what we're digging deep into today.
She sounded real 34.
Yeah, I did. The chat rooms.
Y'all get on that message
that
forum.
you young folks go into.
Are you on BET.com boards? Are you
on the boards?
You on the boards, fan? Yeah, man. I was talking about AJ and Free last week.
Man, listen. Let's talk about the evolution of.
Talk about it. It's Simple Solutions episode.
Of
message boards and chat rooms?
Messaging.
Yes, just
virtual messaging.
It was an era.
Man, my favorite thing. Y'all. We're going to retweet it because it was good. But
what you got?
On that Nelly and Kelly, I love you. On that one, she sends
him a message in the music video.
He sends her a message in the video, but it came through like a text message on the XL. I am gonna show you.
Please.
I just don't know, and it was on that
little sidekick.
Was that what it was, sidekick?
That little flip up.
Yeah, I had that.
Yeah,
I had all the phones.
I ain't had those. I wanted a sidekick so bad. Y'all remember that?
I was gonna make it always happen.
There were 2 phones.
I had it. There was like a whole keyboard on the side.
Oh my goodness!
You have one of them?
No, 2 phones.
I really hope I have these phones.
There were
somewhere.
2 phones that everybody wanted, and only half of the world got. It was the Razor and the Sidekick. Me. You had both of them?
Of course, I had all the phones. That was me. That was my thing. My thing was phone.
That was her thing.
My thing was cool phone.
That was her thing.
I had bought like a $400 phone before it was acceptable.
And we were dating, and we were like 6 months into dating, and I was
like... that was a Nokia. Ooh. It was a Nokia, but it looked like a mirror. It was the lipstick phone.
It looked like a lipstick case. It was a rectangular prism. That's basically what it was. It was a rectangular prism.
And on the front was a mirror.
And when she told me as a poor freshman in college she was dropping $400, I was like... Ooh.
Yeah, I used to really like that.
You were working at Mervin's. You were working at Mervin's, California, weren't you?
I don't know what I did, but I figured out how to save up for that. I said, this the phone I want. I'm going to get it.
How did your parents respond to that? eBay.
Yeah, it wasn't even that great. But it's I had to do it. But that was me. I had cool phones. Now I just keep whatever's
so Kelly hit Nelly essentially right there.
Oh my gosh, on a text message, but it looked like it came through on an Excel sheet. Oh, just check the stories.
Hold us to it. Hold us to it. We're gonna get into the stories.
Somebody said that was like, remember that time when Nelly sent Kelly an Excel text message. But that's the way I feel like the evolution of chat and messaging is like boards and forums, and now here we are in these groups. Yep. And these are groups that Damon is mostly a part of, that we are a part of. Whatever.
We are a part of. They got both of our face when we reply. They see both of our plays when I reply.
Some understand. But they're just about relationships and things like that. So we got some interesting perspectives, pretty similar to those Twitter ones that we posted. People say some outlandish things. And we just are going to just say what we want to say about it.
Simple solutions.
This is what we think. This is like unfiltered, unedited, who really cares type of commentary.
Hey, we're just people who've been together for 16 years, married for 13 with 3 kids, lived on 2 countries, 4 states. I'm just trying to tell you, we just know a little bit, but not a lot about a lot. Let's get into it here. Yeah. All right, we stand with it. We're going to stay with phones for a second. Simple solutions. Is it wrong to go through your spouse's phone? Simple solutions.
No.
That was delayed.
I just don't know if anybody should just be going through somebody's phone just for the sake of it.
Okay.
But if you feel like you need to be suspicious of something, you should. I don't think that, like, if Damon had my phone, I wouldn't be like, what you doing with my phone? You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't get aggressive about it, but I would want to know that he, like, feels that he needs to go through it.
Yes.
Or something. You know, like, I wouldn't want it to be a secret of some sort. Like, if you think that you have a reason to doubt or have a reason to search for something. But if I will give him my phone many times, like here or whatever, you know, because there's nothing there. So is it wrong? No, but why are you going through?
Right. Therefore, I say yes.
Yeah.
So I say yes, it is wrong.
Yeah.
Because which means you probably haven't had enough. And then let me put a caveat. Some people are going to lie. But how much conversation have we had? Like, I feel like...
Yeah, there's a... Yeah.
Like we missed a couple steps.
Yeah,
we missed a few steps.
I mean, is it wrong? Like, what are you going through?
What are you doing?
Are you intentionally looking for something?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like, I've gotten on Damon's phone and scrolled his Facebook. And it's the weirdest thing.
What?
Because it's not my page.
It's so funny. I did that to your Instagram
and it was just like...
I was like, who are these people?
I can't even get into this. I don't even know these people.
Yes.
So, I mean, I've done something like that, but I didn't go through his messages and open up.
You weren't looking at my followers and see if I had any busty followers.
Listen, if you had some busty followers, I wouldn't even know. Let's just be honest. Listen, there's a lot of trust around here.
A lot of trust.
So,
yeah. Is
it wrong? Sure. I mean, yes, it is wrong, but it shouldn't be the end of the world if they did. But you also need to be talking about what you looking for. What you looking for?
If your SO, significant other, if you don't know the lane here, if your SO picks up your phone and panic comes into your belly, something's off. Yeah. Something's off, right?
Yeah. And then it is now no longer wrong for them to go through your phone. Because that feeling should.
But if you just wait until they go to sleep and you trying to look at all their text messages over the weekend.
Yeah, that is wrong.
Come on now. All right, let's keep it moving here. Simple solutions. As a grown man, why are you eating Pop-Tarts? Simple solutions. So, listen, we talk marriage, relationship on here, but we also get into... We've talked about roles in the previous episode. No, but we talk about, like, you know, specifically in a traditional sense, men roles and women roles and kind of how that looks in society. This is one of those moments. This lady said, as a grown man, why are you eating Pop-Tarts? Simple solutions. Because he wants to, okay? This man likes Pop-Tarts. This man likes a sweet treat at any time of the day. Let him be, okay? Now... Katoya, I'm going to slide to you because we talked about this before we started recording. We're going to dig into it for a moment. Some solutions. Do we have a problem with this? Why are you eating Pop-Tarts? No, the answer is no. I'll speak for her.
I'm indifferent.
What?
I mean, yes, you can eat Pop-Tarts if you want.
Thank you.
However, there are some other foods that I would be questioning.
There are tiers.
Like if a single man, like, yeah, I got these fruit snacks. Yeah, I got these animal crackers. I'd be like, why you got all these kids snacks?
Wait.
Like, it's just... There's a couple of things I question.
You don't age out of snacks, though.
But you could.
You don't age out of snacks.
You age out.
If there's a snack you're aging out of, what is the snack? If you, we got a lot of single friends listening to this. We appreciate y'all.
If you ain't got no kids, you should not be eating animal crackers.
Really? Is that how you feel?
A little bit.
That makes zero sense to me. A little bit. That makes
but
zero
I did say how the Barnum and Bailey.
She did say that. The red box Barnum and Bailey.
Hits.
Terrible. They are.
But I have kids, so I can forever have kids.
You don't have to eat them.
No, I don't think it really matters. I do think that, like, Damon loves Little Debbie, and I still hate Little Debbie, and I think that no one should be eating Little Debbie anymore.
But that's on a health kick.
Yeah.
That's not.
Well, maybe that's what her thing is.
I don't think you can age out of any food. Let that be very clear. I do think.
You eating applesauce?
How am I eating it?
You eating?
How am I eating the applesauce? How am I eating the applesauce?
You eating baked food?
What? Stop it. If they're just eating the applesauce out the pouch and they're just slurping it, they're just squeezing the applesauce, we've got a problem. Okay, we got a problem.
I do think an adult squeezing an applesauce pouch is a little much unless they're around children. But if you had like a cup with a spoon, like a respectable human, then I might.
Because here's the thing, like ramen noodles, do you age out of that?
Of course not.
Exactly.
Because ramen is a thing.
Yeah, but not in an orange packet for 32 cents.
If you at lunch and that's what you need
Singles
to do.
tell us. We're gonna make sure we put this. This is a good question here. Are there any foods that age out?
There's some foods you shouldn't be eating.
Like now, I personally feel if there's one food, and I think it's probably because it's tainted meat for so long, is Vienna sausages. If I was a single man, I walked over to a boo's house or Katoya, I went into her house in college, and she had just a whole row on the left side of her pantry: Vienna sausage meat, Vienna sausage shrimp, Vienna sausage barbecue. They come in different flavors. we gotta have a conversation.
Are you sure?
They'll let it sit in that sauce. Stop. They'll let it marinate in that cool water, that flavory water for about 2 hours, 3 days.
That meat just crumbles. I don't understand those weenies. And what is Vienna?
Vienna is a city. It's a city.
Is that what it's named after?
No.
Anyway,
do you age out?
Something about the aging out.
If you had a lounge.
I was just gonna tell you one thing I don't like. I don't like when people have to eat food they have to suck their fingers. It really bothers me now. I don't know if it's a new pandemic thing. Like if you're doing chicken wings, that's fine. Okay. But like if people are like, if you gotta suck your fingers, like don't eat that around me.
Don't eat. Don't eat it, or just use don't suck your fingers. Or
don't
use a napkin.
Do it around me. Just do that individually, or don't suck your fingers. Something about sucking your fingers right now just really is like wrong to me. Yeah. Like now, even me. Like I eat hot Cheetos now and I'll be like, man, it's done. Don't suck your fingers.
Are you by yourself?
Yeah, by myself. Just like
suck your fingers.
Yuck.
By yourself?
Something about sucking fingers is wrong right now to me. It's maybe pandemic related. I'm just like,
that's fair.
Stop putting that in your mouth.
100% true. I get the pandemic, but if you're at your house, you cleaned your hands before you got your meal. What? That don't make no sense. Why are you holding on to these chains? Be free.
Just kind of wipe my hands off.
Be free. All that taste just going onto that napkin.
I'm just so bad.
All that powder. You ain't better, you're hungrier. That's what you are.
Anyway, that would be the one for me.
Oh, that's good.
While you eat.
That's good. We gotta make sure we put those on there. Make sure y'all following us.
But if that grown man want to eat his Pop-Tarts.
Make sure y'all following us on IG, Instagram, summing us if you're not. We're gonna take a quick break with our sponsors. We'll be back.
So I don't really love to cook as the primary cook in this family. However, what I do like is to jazz up the meals when I do cook, right? I'm looking for spices, seasonings, dry rubs, and I found a good place. It is Artisan Dry Goods made by beautiful Briny C. So a little bit of everything to spice up, jazz up your meal. It is a local store right here in Atlanta, but ready to ship out to you all over the world.
Absolutely, and they're legit. I'm gonna be honest with you here. Forbes, The Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon, and Oprah's magazine. And you know Oprah only gonna promote the good stuff. All right, so check them out. Instagram, beautiful Briny C. Make your kitchen better. All right, I'm talking about real good ingredients, urban gardens, local farms, so it's good for your taste buds, good for your body. Check them out, and let's get to the episode.
All right, up next we got, can a single person advise on marriage issues?
Simple solutions.
Absolutely.
Come on.
Yeah. What you got?
Yes, without a doubt. This is a big one here. I was talking with a friend of the show, Nathan Owens, on 4th and 10 of the podcast. Check it out. But he's on the other side of this. He's like, no, you can't advise if you're not in that era. And tell him I said,
yeah. He can barely advise on being married.
But you definitely should. You definitely should be able to speak into someone else's life without a doubt.
Newlywed looking. Under 2 years having.
You should be able to advise anybody.
So now you're an expert. You can speak on marriage. What?
It's about the intentions. If you're trying to give positive feedback, encouragement, or just any type of insight as a human being, and it's hopefully going to lead to making them better, by all means.
Yeah. So we've had roommates for most of our marriage. I think like pretty much over the last 13 years, we've in some form or fashion only had about 3 years of just us with mission still. So for the most part. And so I say absolutely yes, because I've had good friends and good roommates who've been able to know us well. They've lived alongside us. They know the type of arguments we might get into, whatever, and they can share into that. And I think it's rude, to just act as though just because someone's not in the stage of that life that they can't speak into it. You know, I mean, that goes for so much because if you have a single friend that's a teacher, come on, you better listen to her.
Yeah, bester.
She manages 23 children every day.
Every day.
I think that whether they have children or not, that is still valuable. For them to talk about children. That's still valuable for someone who can just talk about people.
Yes.
Every time you have a counselor, they're not always married or whatever. Sometimes your own personal situations can be clouding your judgment too. Sometimes you need that outside source that ain't really got the experience to kind of chime in, which makes it really good.
Coaches so many times who become great coaches either were not good players or they didn't even play the game at all. They just know it so well, and they go on to be great coaches.
I wasn't a good player, but I know this game.
I know this game.
Okay.
I couldn't do, my body wouldn't let me do what I know I could do.
Yeah, but it's in my mind.
Yeah, you got the body though. You got the body though. How about that? You got the body. When you think of all the great players, they ain't never had no great coach. Ty Lue won a championship with LeBron James. Ty Lue got stepped over by Allen Iverson. He wasn't no great player. Champ. How about that?
My face is looking like this turning into 4th and 10. Calm down.
No, I'm just giving analogies
for
all
your demeanor, your body, your tone, your speed, your cadence in your conversation starts speeding up.
When I give a good analogy, I go all in. It was a quality analogy. I give you one for music. You want one for music?
No, but I do have one for the pediatrician.
Okay,
so like a pediatrician, our pediatrician, 10 of 11 years, which I'm not, I don't request her every time, but it's her practice anyway.
Sure.
Because I trust in her team. And I need an appointment.
How about that?
I don't really care.
As soon as possible.
Yeah, who is it? She's fine. Anyway, but this pediatrician, she didn't have no children when we first got there, and I was just like, oh, okay. Oh. All right, that's different. We actually have a really good friend who's a pediatrician that didn't have any children, but that I'm still going to listen to them. That's what they got in their training in. That's what they know. So it is rude to be like, just because you ain't here, nope, can't speak to it.
Especially with pediatrician, because you had a pediatrician for what, 30 years? you just got a new doctor a couple years ago. Good choice.
That is a lie. I think it ended at 16. I think.
When is it supposed to end?
I don't know.
That's a good question.
I think 16, she probably was like, she's in high school. I don't do those type of assessments. My mama, it was so funny. My mom took me in, and she's like, yeah, no, not anymore. This is good. Thank you. This is our last time seeing her.
Same thing. Male OBGYNs. You take their advice, don't you? They insight, they experience their...
They do always ask if I want a male or female, and I definitely say female.
Sure, but everybody don't, right?
No, they don't. Yeah. My mom, like a delivery person was a male. Anyway, all that to say there are tons of fields of experience and expertise and thoughts and commentary that comes from someone that's not in that line or that life, and that doesn't make their advice or information obsolete. So you should be able to listen to your single people on marriage.
Absolutely.
Bet.
Let's keep moving here. Next one up, Simple Solutions. Is my man weak because he likes to get pedicures? Simple Solutions.
You weak. Just like that. There is no reason why, just because your man want to get a pedicure, you think he weak. The real question is, what are the 15 other things that you think about him that you think are weak, that is causing you to feel like this is it?
You trying to find the cherry on top.
This is it.
Woo! Ooh,
Now, ma'am. Now.
This.
Actually, a man who wants to take care of his hygiene gets points.
Boom. How about that?
Clip your toenails. Cut your nails.
Come on.
Shave your face.
Come on.
Clean your balls. All of these things are really important. Okay?
Wash your body, she said. Absolutely. This is one of the silliest ones we're going to talk about today.
My man weak because he lather his balls. I think it's okay.
Wait a second.
I think it's okay. I'm just saying, it's hygienic. He flosses his teeth and do mouthwash.
Is my man weak because he brushes his teeth at night? What? What are you saying?
He stick his tongue out and almost get choked.
Is my man weak because he like to make the bed? What are you saying, ma'am? This is a good person.
Ooh, my man weak because he put lotion on his body.
My man like asparagus. Is he weak? What? Stop it, ma'am.
My man drink a smoothie.
My man eat bananas. Is he weak? Ma'am, listen to yourself, okay? Stop it, okay? Get it together, lady.
It's too easy out here.
It's too easy.
For folks to just be like, I don't think I like it.
That's it. My man like rom-coms. Is he weak? What are you saying? It's a good movie. He's trying to snuggle. It's Netflix and chill. It's 1+1.
My man wears socks when he go to bed. He don't like his toes out. Just weird things. It's all okay.
My man wears a shirt at the pool. Is he weak?
It's not a sign of weakness.
Ma'am, he's insecure about his chubby body. Leave him alone. Meanwhile, you want somebody who not gonna get clipped their tails, that don't make the bed, and gonna talk rude to you. That's what you're looking for. Yeah. Is that what you're looking for?
Let's not come up with dumb reasons. So
don't do that.
Yeah, we on the same page on that.
Next up, what we got next in this thing, Shawty?
My bae says she's falling out of love. Should I just go or should I fight for it? Simple solutions.
Fight for it. That's
why?
What it is. You fight for it because you're committed. That's why you in this thing. It says my bae says. If this your bae, you gotta be committed, baby. Now, I do want to say this is gonna hurt. This is gonna leave a wound in the soul, right? This is gonna leave a wound. She may not have meant it fully, but this is gonna sting. So if y'all come around it, you gotta be able to let go. The answer, of course, is fight for it, right?
That's the kind of advice. I said no. Cause if you gotta ask that question, you suck, and therefore you should go. That's why she think that she falling out of love anyway, because you already said.
Falling out of love is a very interesting phrase.
Falling in love.
I don't know. You all over the place. You with the Glenn
First
Lewis,
of all,
smoking Norfolk.
All I know is that this is how my mind works, and I almost thought I was on the spectrum the other day because of this. And if you're listening to this and you think that I could be, it's very possible. But this is how it works. So just sorry if y'all having to deal with this off and on so much.
What does falling out of love mean?
I keep on falling.
What does it mean to fall out of love?
It just means she ain't interested in him like she used to be no more, and she don't know if she want to stay with him because she ain't really into him no more.
That's a big statement. Like, we gotta unpack that for a couple weeks.
Oh no,
we gotta unpack that for a couple weeks as a couple.
No, this is if it's worth it, but if it ain't worth, it's just a bae. It's not. It can go.
You a bae.
I'm not a bae.
What are you?
I'm your wife.
You be my bae wife.
No. I'm not saying that makes it less valuable.
Fair.
But what I am saying is that you can get out of it.
Easier.
Yes.
Easier. You ain't got to sign no papers. You ain't got to take no picture frames
so
down.
So she like, yeah. I mean, I think if a relationship is fight for it.
Yes.
But when you got to be questioning it like that and taking it to the forums, then you suck. Go talk to your friends. And don't go to no forums. You can message us. We can be your friends.
We will be your friends.
If anybody has that's not the same thing. We will talk to you. But do not go to some open-ended forum getting everybody's opinion on this general question.
Not on
My
this.
bae say she falling out of love. Should I just go?
300 comments.
Or fight for it. 300?
300 comments.
And what they say?
All over the place.
Yeah.
Literally
See,
all over the place.
that's why you don't listen to that. That's why you go to trusted sources.
Trusted sources. Absolutely agree with that.
Anyway.
Let's keep moving here. Do women not respect their husband if they make more money than their husband? Simple solutions.
I don't know. I think it depends on how much more that man is doing. I think in a healthy relationship, like it works and it's just fine because it's not about that because all the money's coming in and you just fortunately have something that's bringing in more. But if you ain't doing enough,
I think so that's different.
I think
that's a different thing.
I think that's definitely gonna make someone respect you less.
Oh yeah, that's a whole different.
Like if you you ain't, she got to work a little extra hours and you can't have the food ready, like stuff like that.
Oh, yeah, that's a whole different thing.
That's what I think. Yeah. But I think on top,
work drive,
in a healthy
ambition,
relationship.
Work ethic.
Oh, yeah, I said we was going to talk about that Tabitha Brown situation.
That
was Tabitha.
We'll talk about it. Get into it.
Well, I mean, we were going to talk. I mean, I wanted to anyway, but Tabitha Brown, influencer, Auntie Tab, she ended up, her husband been on the police force, and she was like, "Yeah, you done. Go ahead, retire from that. We good. I got
So he just be at the house chilling.
True. No, so that he can stop doing that work that he don't want to do and risking his life every day, and start doing something that he has more of a passion to do. She created margin for him to go and pursue his own dreams by doing something that he loves, because she is making enough money. And her perspective was, this is your time. You sat back and did this for me when I was trying to do this and wasn't making no money. Now I'm making money. Now you go back and do something for you.
Come on now.
Because that's called a healthy relationship. And did you know that Wendy Williams tried to call her out, and she told Wendy up in the Auntie Tab way and just gave that woman all the blessings? But that's a healthy relationship. I mean, we've had ups and downs in our relationship, in our marriage, of finances, where I've been up, Damon's been down and up, whatever. But it's never been any way where I've been like, look at him, ain't making enough money. I do be like, so what's next? What's on the horizon?
What's on the horizon?
What you working? What you cooking? So I think that effort, it makes a big difference.
Work. And if you want to look on the side, man, woman, boy, girl, whoever, and just be like, yo, like, you striving, you trying to go be great. You really you got passions, like you're trying to pursue it. Hashtag Dream Chasers United. Like, so if they got that and they're putting efforts into it and things of that nature, then I think that is important. Now, you got some lazy person who's being selfish, that's a whole nother conversation. But do women not respect their husband if they make more than their husband? Simple solutions. That's no. You just might have a better job. I mean, sure, you could be the principal at the same school where he's the PE teacher, and you're going to make more money off top. So, simple as that.
I knew a relationship like that.
You knew a relationship like what?
We had an assistant principal and a teacher.
Oh, yeah. Right, exactly.
So she was definitely making more money than him.
Boom.
He probably had a side hustle back then.
Sure.
And you never know what somebody else doing anyway.
You never know.
But anyway, so I think if that's the perspective, and y'all got more work to do.
More work to be done, for sure.
All right, here's a good one.
Get in there.
Is it right for a married woman to stay online past midnight?
People really be throwing these answers out online, y'all.
Where are these people raised from? What is their perspective, and what is...
The AOL chat room 2.0.
It's like they should sit down with my daddy. My daddy is 62. That's his viewpoint. Vicky, why you online? But he can't even say that because he be online. I be like, why my daddy liking my pictures?
Your dad wore like 12 pictures in a row. I was like, oh, Mr. High Up, father-in-law.
That's just because he up. Ain't nobody questioning the fact that you up on midnight. What's she doing? Is she in a secret closet room? What is that question?
Simple solution.
Simple solution, David.
Yes, it is. It is right for a married woman to stay because she's a grown woman. She can do what she please.
The problem is, why don't you trust her?
That's the issue. The intentionality of the trust and integrity.
Yeah, it's just not like a 16-year-old. You like bad things happen at midnight.
When the shadows come out, the freaks come
That's
out.
what I was taught.
What?
And I do believe that is true.
Oh, there's
so
truth
later
in that.
it gets, the risque things can get.
For sure.
However, you have a little hope and faith in these relationships.
Listen, there's times when both. Late night, Katoya's up rolled on the side. I'm up, rolled on the side. For whatever reason, either we do a lot of work on our phones. We do a lot of work on our phones. I've had a conversation with Mission, our son, about... he brought us something. He said something, don't even remember, not that important, about me using the phone. And I was doing something, like I was checking an email or something. And he set it up in a real, respectful way. Like he was just inquisitive, like, what are you doing, Dad, et cetera, et cetera. He was like, why are you on your phone? And I kind of broke down. And I broke down, like, what I use my phone for, which is actually, bonus tip, like, it was a good conversation. And I think important, both if you want to be in a relationship, as a parent, to kind of give some context, because it could just seem like you playing Candy Crush.
Yeah,
you know
no, it's
like,
true.
I do a lot of work.
I am sending an email. Like I am working.
But you have no idea.
I know I'm on my phone, but I am still doing.
As a parent, like if you give a kid a phone, they're only going to use it for entertainment, so they could assume that. Anyway, that was a random thing here. Good. But I said that to say, it kind of took me for a minute here. Oh, like we do a lot of work on our phone, so the trust is there, but also like
who am I messaging?
It's just there's just a lack of trust.
Now you should be saying don't be spending no money over there. Get off of Amazon.
I better hear no ching ching.
Stop! I don't want to get no messages about you just ordered something.
Amazon on the way.
That's the real problem.
I don't get any of her emails about Amazon. Like, I'm glad I'm not in that thread. I don't know if you get my emails. No. Like, when I order something, I don't intentionally do it. I just use my own account. But, like, I really would just delete all those emails.
Do you have a Prime on your own account?
I might have that. You know,
we really should talk about that.
I probably got blessed one time and just threw it over there one day. Who knows what happens here? But Simple Solutions, is it right? Absolutely. It's right if you're not married. Do what you want to do. Just do. Are we trusting and being honest?
The real problem is you should probably be sleep, though. You should go to sleep.
And if you ain't sleep, use that energy for something else.
Yeah.
I love the way your body. Oh, y'all got time. Y'all ain't got time for that.
Y'all
ain't got time for that. I gotta get out of here. Listen, Simple Solutions. This was good. As always, these are some of my favorite episodes.
It's contagious.
It is contagious. We'll get off this episode now, and she'll probably want to sing one of my favorite songs that I've made up, and it's a whole thing.
That's not true. That just made him feel better.
It does.
Try to make yourself feel better.
I'm only on this podcast to make myself feel better. Y'all, thank y'all so much for listening. Please review. We're trying to get to 100 reviews in the summertime. We need 10 more just to hit that goal. 60 seconds. Apple Podcasts. Damon and Katoya. We'll see y'all next time.
Bye.